Welcome back to Cottage Designs by Erin, where today I'm going to be showing you a quilt parade of all my fall quilts. So I have next to me all of these little Halloween totes, and I'm going to go show you what's in the totes and tell you where the pattern came from, and then I will put all the information in the description box when I'm finished. I apologize for not being online the last few days. I've been trying to spend as much time with my grandchildren as possible. Their names are Grace, age 2, Cannon, age 5, and Zeppelin, age 7. And so I'm trying to spend as much time as I can before I go back to school. I've only got about 4 weeks left. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with tote number 1. And this is a, not Halloween, but fall, Give Thanks wall hanging that I made, and I have a video on this. This is a kit from www.shabbyfabrics.com. It is laser cut, and so all the letters have actually been pre-fused, and all you have to do is iron them down to the background fabric. I quilted this myself, and this is several years old. Next, we have a trio of pumpkins. Get this going the right way. And this is by Fig Tree Designs. See that? And I made this in the last few years, 2022, for my daughter Taylor, and what she enjoyed about this was the very modern fabrics. This was also a kit that I purchased off of eBay. I enjoyed the fabrics, but I did not enjoy making the leaves on this particular pattern because I found them to be difficult. Next we have Happy Jack, and I actually made this pattern when my daughter was very little. He's a scrap quilt, and this pattern came from McCalls Quilting magazine. I'm not sure which year. It's been a while. Happy Jack has been around a long, long time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get in box number 2 now, type number 2. Sorry, I'm off camera while I grab those. Okay, next we have Trick or Treat. And this is a kit from www.shabbyfabrics.com. You could probably still buy it on eBay. And I believe the name of these kits were Cabin Creek. And you can see the detail on this. I showed this in one of my last videos. And I did the hand embroidery work. Also in this little tote, I have a cross-stitch pillow that I made back in the 90s. It won all these little ribbons. Okay, next we have a miniature. And this pattern can be purchased on shabbyfabrics.com. And I used all my own fabrics and supplies to make this, and I quilted it myself. This was a lot of fun. And this pattern is by Little Blessings. Little Blessings on www.shabbyfabrics.com. This was also made in 2022. And what I like the detail on this. I love this big button that I put on here. So sweet. It's the back of it. Next I made this in 2002, and this pattern came out of Miniature Quilts magazine, and it's a little maple leaf design. This little tiny quilt has 240 pieces in it. So you wouldn't think something so small would be so demanding, but I love to get this out every year. Even the colors have faded because it's so old, but I still like it. Okay, next I have a kit from www.keepsakequilting.com. And I enjoy getting this out every year. As you see, it goes well in my living room. And it's a panel, and then all you had to do is piece the pumpkins down the side. And I did have that machine quilted for me. Okay, next we have a table runner I made years ago. It's very soft and worn. And this is a maple leaf design. And I made this using my ex-husband's great-grandma's fabric. So this pink and brown leaf is my favorite because this looks like a dress she might have worn. And it's just a little runner for a little coffee table. Okay, also in this tote, I have a little miniature quilt that I made. And I call this Sue and Sam Under the Stars. And a lady that I work with, her mother gave me these blocks that she had started. And so I went ahead and sashed them together. And then I put Sue and Sam on top and appliqued them in place. And it's just a sweet little, just a little sweet mini to have around. Okay, I'm going to reach down and grab the next tote. These Halloween totes, by the way, can be purchased on Amazon. Now we have a little sunflower miniature quilt, and this was purchased on eBay. A lady had started it, didn't finish it. She made one block. And so I finished it out, and the pattern is by Little Quilts Designs from the 90s. The lady had all the fabric in the bag, and so I just used what she had. And I quilted this myself, and I have a video on this from a couple summers ago. Next, I have a table runner that I made that is really beautiful as far as it's got nice warm colors. And this was a pattern from Primitive Quilts magazine. And it tells you how to piece the background, the background's numerous beige squares, and then you applique wool felt pumpkins on top. And I just so happen to have this beautiful rich, I had a little fat quarter of this fabric to trim it out with, and this fat quarter material belonged to my friend Alita. And so this is what it looks like when you open it up. And I do enjoy getting that out every year as well. Next, I have a miniature piece design that I pieced and quilted this myself. And this is from Miniature Quilts magazine. I made this in 2017. I don't know what the number of the magazine was, but I love, love, love this design. It's everything fall, you know, hearth and home and pumpkins and leaves and all the good things. And I did quilt this myself. I shadow quilted it. Okay, we're on to another tote now. Oh, here's my little cross-stitch pillow that I started the year with, and I have a video showing you how to make this. This is a kit by Little House Needleworks, and it uses bell swath thread, and then I showed you how to finish the edges of it into a pillow. Okay, next I have a cheater quilt, and this was made in the last few years, and this was actually one of Alita's projects that she had in her stash, and She bought the materials for it but never made it. And it's a cheater quilt because these little pumpkins are stamped on, they're not appliqued. And then all you do is piece it together, and I did quilt this myself. And so I like it. It's got a very nice, sweet fall vibe to it. The colors are vibrant and beautiful. Okay, next I have my last quilt to show you. And this, I think I have more than this, but some are at my daughter's house. This is my first grandson Zeppelin's, his very first quilt I ever made him. And this was a magazine pattern. You can still find this on eBay. I don't know what it's called, but if you type in quilt patterns from magazines, Halloween, it will come up. And it's called Boo, I think. This quilt actually about gave me a heart attack because I was piecing it. You see it's got this cute little green and purple pieced checkerboard. And then my sewing machine broke when it came time to get to the letters. So I was very fortunate that a lady from my quilt guild finished it out for me. And the quilt was done just in time for his very first arrival. And I used felt for all the applique pieces on here, just plain old regular felt, and appliqued around the edges. So I thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and come back for more ideas in the future. I hope you like my little fall quilt parade. I'm sorry if I was in and out of camera, but I do have to reach down to get the materials. Have a great day, and thank you very much.